But it's also another interesting pivot point from that segment in your career. We talked a little bit off the pod that you had the chance to play with Gabe Norwood with the Rain or Shine Elasto Painters, which I always think is one of the better team names. You were with them a couple different times, I think 2017, 2018, but also in this stretch, you were in South Korea. So take us through kind of like that segment of your career where you're kind of splitting time between the Philippines, South Korea, and also Iceland is in the mix here as well.
Doing the mix, yeah. I can't even front. That was a money grab, but the Iceland at that point. But shout outs to Gabe, man. He really made a great career for himself in the Philippines. You know, he was a good player in college as well. He wasn't the focal of that team. That was Will Thomas' team.
Yep.
And so I don't even think it was his senior year, and Gabe really did.
And by the way, both guys still going.
Still
overseas.
Going. Yeah, still going. And Will Thomas has made a hell of a career for himself as well. But Gabe on that team, he didn't even start all the games that year.
Yeah, he was the sixth man. I mean, look, when you talk about six men, I mean, it always depends on what team, you know, some six men are better than others. Some are incredibly valuable. And Gabe, I think, I would put in that category. But yeah, again, not even necessarily a starter, six man. And right. Yeah, he's put together a hell of a career overseas.
A hell of a career. Like, dude is really hats off to him. He does a really good job, and he showed me a lot of love out there and tried to help me around the Philippines for sure. So for all you George Mason fans out there, he's doing great.
Yep.
He's doing great. He made a whole life out there. That's really awesome. And it was cool. Again, the Philippines is a cutthroat place. It's not really easy to survive out there, but if you latch on and they love you, do good, they will keep you. So, you know, it can go both ways. I stuck around for a couple of years and bounced, like you said, to South Korea, which I could have stayed out there too, but at that point, I kind of had the same thing we was talking about with the NFL, where I was starting to not feel it anymore. And at this point, which is weird why I'm still going, I started to get that icky business feel for the game. And yeah, I mean, of course it's about money. Of course you got to make your money and all that, but a lot of people still play for the love and the joy of the game. And at that time, it became very business. But it was great, like very lucrative. Seeing these places, like the Philippines was gorgeous, hot, extremely hot, but a gorgeous place. Like, I wish they would do better with the infrastructure. There's a lot of traffic, but the people there, like the Philippines, is really nice people, like really loving, really open, welcoming, good people.